Hello everyone, welcome to another round in the DTR Championship Series. Today we are commentating and streaming on Division 2 for round 4 at the Imola circuit. The first sprint qualifying format in this season. So after this 18 minutes of qualifying, we will have a 5-lapper. And this will determine the grid for the full race, with 19 drivers on the grid, almost a full grid, so there's going to be a lot of spectacle ongoing. Of course we can. Our last race winner, Ben, he has won the last race. He had an unfortunate crash just before the start finish line last race, so but his win got returned, so congrats to him, as he was really dominant on his pace and he took an advantage from all the top drivers who made mistakes in the race. Let's go through the field. Patterful is back on the grid, so welcome back to him. Hopefully he can make up some good points. Let's go through the current championship standings. Brent currently leading after a very bad result at Australia, finishing in P13, but still in a lead to Patterful, currently with 44 points. Patterful is in second with 37 points. Lancy in third with 31 points. Ben, because of his last win, he is going to full place in P4. Ticketin has picked up a podium last race, finishing in P2. So really, Brand was making a mistake. Then Ticket picked up some good points for the Mercedes team. He is currently sitting in P5 in the championship's standings. Mercedes currently leading with Ticket and Brand. Of course they are. Let's head back to some first runners, and I think it's going to be Swifty Ryan who will be the first one to cross the line, so let's stay on board with him. This is a really tricky part of the circuit, really easy to invalidate it, and as it is, he is already invalidating his lap. Very unfortunate for him, as he now needs to make place from one of the Mercedes drivers. It's Brent, but he's currently on an out lap. So I think Donkey Don will be the next one to cross the line, or will be Sammy. It will be Sammy, so let's stay involved with Sammy. He started the season very strong in P2 at Jeddah, not picking up a lot of points actually, so hopefully his vacation is giving him the rest he needed. So let's see, in what time will he be? He will be the first one to cross the line with a 1:15.2 as the first banker lap of this qualifying session. Not a bad lap from Sammy Jansen as a banker. So good lap from the Ferrari driver. And now Owen Dunn. Patterful already into the 1:14.3s. 8 tenths ahead of Sammy Jansen, and Owen goes to 4 tenths away from 6 tenths away from Patterful's time, and Ben going into P2, so the lap times are getting in. Felix Leparet, one of the tire whisperers from the last race, has invalidated his lap time. And I think one of the Red Bulls is going to be Quina, who will be the next one to cross the line with a 1:15 flat in P4. A good first lap for the Red Bull. And one of the other drivers, it will be Brent. 49.9 in sector 2. He's going for another lap, 1:21.7. That's not really a good lap from that driver at the moment. Sammy Jansen has improved to 3 tenths, and will there be another start between Sammy and Patterful in P1 and P2, just like Jeddah? Let's see, Quistro is also a driver who needs to keep an eye on, because his improvements throughout the season has been very good in qualifying. So let's see where he can end up. 50 flat in sector 2. Oh, really big snap. But no invalidation for Quistro. Heading into the final corners. Locking up the left front a little too much. And taking that cut really aggressive. And that's an invalidation. And he will be going for another lap. 1:15.2 as his invalidated lap. That will only put him in P9, or I think. So he will be going for another lap. And Brent going quicker with a 1:16.1. But still not good enough. So he will be going for another lap. And they are definitely bringing up some more fuel. I think it's a really hard track for the pet drivers. And I don't think he will finish this lap. No. And what can critical damage do? Critical damage is not up on his time. And what is Staff doing? And Ben goes even quicker. And Ben goes to provisional pole with a 1:14.3. 38 thousandths quicker than Petter. 3 laps on those softs. So they're really knowing that this 5-lapper will be probably good for even 3-lap old tires. So good lap by Ben. And what can Quinn do? No, he has invalidated his lap. So no improvement from the Red Bull. Oh, going really wide there. And I think this will be a pit stop from the Dutchman. And Brandt is still, I think he's going for another run. And let's just follow the leader of the championship. Brandt already 6 tenths up in sector 1. That's a really good improvement from the current championship leader. Now he needs to get those sector 2 and sector 3 times as an improvement as well. And he has some traffic in front of him, so hopefully they will keep an eye on that. Blackmaster spinning around, and that really was a very unfortunate mistake from that driver. And Brandt is already 1.2 seconds up. Oh, really big snap as well. But he kept it on track. What can he do? He needs to have a really good last sector to put his car on the front row. But Brandt is continuing. And with a 1:14.7 and just right behind Sammy on that 4-lap old softs. And Fox Blue is also improving, already 4 tenths up when I switch to his name. So Fox Blue is definitely attacking his current time, 7 tenths up. So Fox Blue is flying on this track so far. What can the reserve do? He is currently a Division 3 driver. Heading into the final corners. No room for mistakes for Fox Blue. And Fox Blue is keeping it very clean. What can Fox Blue do? It's a 1:14.4. A really great lap time from the Division 3 driver. What a lap by Fox Blue. Really also one of the drivers who is improving a lot this season. And Brandt has invalidated and he's in the wall. Brandt has lost it. Oh, Brandt is on the track. And Owen is currently improving, but he invalidated his lap time. Patterfall is improving, and Patterfall goes to a 1:14 flat. A really good lap time by Patter. 1:14 flat is a really quick lap time around the Imola circuit. Oh, it's Sammy also out. And his car is on a really good positioning on track. And the Williams drivers are not really in the top. Where's Donkey? Donkey, let's follow him. He haven't set a lap time just yet. And hopefully the car of Sammy has been removed from the track, so Donkey Down will not suffer any issues from him. Yes, his car has been removed. And Donkey is looking pretty quick around here. A 49.7, not the fastest sector 2 time. Oh, and that's an invalidation. And his teammate, what can he do? Also an invalidation. So the Williams team not really feeling very comfortable on this track so far, where they were the fastest constructor last season. They're both struggling on this track. And Alex, also an invalidation from the Ferrari reserve, and critical damage is losing it as well. And Blackmaster has improved his lap time to P8. Still 9.5 tenths away from the top of the field. So if he wants to push him a little bit further on the grid, he needs to improve those lap times. And Quistro, what is he doing? The teammate of Blackmaster. And Quistro is still keeping it within the track limits. Quistro is going to a 115 flat, puts him in P10. So a top 10 qualifying from him as well. Not bad for the McLaren team, putting that drivers on P8 and P10 for the sprint qualifying. And Ban is almost crossing the line, but he is 114.3 and he's going for another lap. And Ticket has put his car to P4, second row for him. So really strong performance from the drivers so far. And Owen just starting his lap. And what is Quina doing? I don't think Quina is going to extend for another lap. Quina running really wide again. So he will make his pit stop. And let's follow the Aston Martin also diving into the pits. So everyone is preparing themselves for another lap. And I think it will be the last laps on track. So what can Ben do? Ben is currently up and putting a purple sector 2. I think the main competitor to Pata for pole position. I'm not sure what the conditions will be in the sprint qualifying. Oh, Ben running a little wide and he dives into the pits because of the last corner, I think. And Owen is invalidating that lap time, so very unfortunate for the Alpha. Sorry. He will be probably going into the pits, or is he going to extend for another lap? Yes, he is. And so is Quistro, I think. And guys, let me know in the comments what are your predictions. I think Patavol and Ben are on a different level as it seems. But Quistro sets a fastest sector 2, a purple one. So is he improving that much? And Lancey puts himself in P3. Totally missed that. I'm sorry, Lancey. And Quistro is going to improve by 3 tenths, almost 4 tenths of a second. Really good lap time from the Dutch driver as well. So Lancey and Quistro putting their cars on the second and third row. Lancey, another strong qualifying performance. Lancey's improving is also really being seen. His consistency this season has been really good. So hopefully he can extend that till the end of the season, of course. But we're having 2 races on our boards, a 5-lapper and a 50% race. It's going to be an interesting one. And I think... Is Donkey on a flying lap? No, Donkey lost his entire front wing. So Donkey is not enjoying this track at the moment. Really unlucky. A lot of invalidations. And now at the penultimate time, when you need to set those quick lap times, he lost his entire front wing. And Swifty has invalidated his lap time, so this will not count. But he is diving into the pits. I'm not sure how long we have to go with that yellow in sector 2 and 3. And Tankate is on a flying lap. So let's see, is he improving 2 tenths, 2.5 tenths improvement by Tankate. And he has a lot of traffic in front of him. Will they go out of the way nicely? Yes, they will. So let's see, Tankate, what will can he do something good for the Williams team? And Tankate is going to P6, a good improvement by the Williams driver, and puts Quistro a little bit further behind by only 6 thousandths of a second. Good lap time from the Williams, putting his car on the 3rd row for the sprint quali. And for all you guys know, the sprint quali will be driving with a 5-lapper race, and this will determine the grid for the feature race. And also, if you win the sprint quali, it will earn you 8 points for P1, 7 points for P2, 3 points for P6, and P4 I think. 5 points for P5, 4 points for P6, and I think till P8 you will get 1 point. So it's gonna be an interesting one. So we're racing for points. Blackmaster has finished his qualifying. Quina is up 1/10 of a second, and 1/10 is a lot, especially if he can nail that last sector. Oh, he runs really wide, and he's diving into the pits. Very unfortunate. So let's head back to the front runners. And Pettervol is improving, and so is Ben, improving by almost 2/10 of a second. Will there be a high 13 in this qualifying session? And Fox Blue improved as well to P3, improved his time. I think he already was on P3, so good lap time. But look at Ben, is he going to dive into the 1:39s? No, it's not good enough. And is Petzer still improving? And he is already on pole position. But will he just show us all why he got that pole position? He is looking very clean so far, and this will definitely be an improvement. A high 39, yes, a high 39 from Pata. 1/10 improvement, and Pettervol has taken pole position for the sprint qualifying session. What a lap by Pata. Really showing his true pace again. Ben in second, Fox Blue in third. Really impressive qualifying from the Division 3 driver. Ticket in P4, Lancy P5, Tankate 6, Quistro in 7, Alex in 8, Sammy in 9, Brent, the championship leader, very disappointing qualifying, in P10. Owen in P11, D. Stavrlis in 12, Plap in 13, Quina in 14, Critical Damage in 15, Swifty Ryan 16, Felix the Pirate in 17, Femrod Pride in 18. No time set by him, and Donkey has been very unlucky in his qualifying. So let's get this sprint qualifying underway. What are your predictions? Of course, it's really hard to overtake on this track in only 5 laps of time. I think it's really important to have a good qualifying for the sprint quali. So let's see. No room for mistakes in those 5 lappers. And no formation lap is on, so we will be racing immediately. Let's wait for the drivers to start up, and we have all right lights off, and away we go for the sprint quali. It's looking like a good start from Petter, but Ben is already looking to have a go on the outside. Already on the outside, but Petter is keeping the lead, and Ticket overtaking Fox Blue into turn 1. A good start from the Alpine driver. Look at the position changes after the start. Oh, look at Brandt winning 1 position, Platmaster winning 3 positions already. Sammy having a really unfortunate start and losing 7, 8 positions already. Really unfortunate start for Sammy there. And we have Donkey already spinning around, and Donkey is already in the wall. Oh, and the bad luck is continuing for Donkey. But still, we have some racing ongoing. Also, no room for penalties with such a close grid. And oh, we have a spinner, Alpine and an Alfa Romeo crashing out. And I think it's Femrod and Critical Damage. And Femrod retiring on track. Come on, Femrod, why? And I caught that on stream. That's not how you should do that. Patterville, of course, setting the fastest lap, but he is all under pressure from Ben. And the DRS will be enabled in lap 3. So, look at Brandt already having a really good battle. And Brandt is losing it! Brandt is losing a lot of time, and Brandt is in the wall! The championship leader! Oh, this is very unlucky for Brandt. Oh, look how dangerous it is. And Sammy is losing 9 positions as well. Really unfortunate start for the Ferrari driver. But Ben, let's have a look at the front, where Ben is definitely putting up some pressure on Petter. Ben is in a really good form. He had some bad luck in Australia, but he got lucky with those safety cars. And look at Ticket running really wide, fully under pressure of Fox Blue, who is really keeping up with the pace of the front 3. Really great to see from that Division 3 driver. Petter is creating himself a gap. Well, Ticket has set the fastest lap, and now Lancey set the fastest lap. And the DRS is enabled this lap, so we will have an overtaking opportunity for Ben. Donkey sets the fastest lap with a 59. But with that early spin in the race, really short race, it will be very hard for him to catch the whole field. And who is looking to put some pressure on the drivers? It's going to be Quistro, who is 3 tenths away from Lancey. And when we go to the main straight, we will switch back to the leaders. And Patterville is definitely pushing his car to the limits. And Ben is losing a small amount of time. Still within the DRS range. So we switch back. I don't think there will be an overtaking opportunity possible. He is 8.5 tenths away, but he will definitely be able to close in. And I think there's a small gap to Owen, 2.3 seconds from the top 7. And Ban is closing in again. And of course the DRS on the main straight is really powerful. And another penalty has been given. So already 4 drivers picking up 2 seconds of time penalties. And Ban, I think, just needs to keep up with Patte and keeping himself within the 6-10 gap to have a possibility to overtake. And Tankate is losing the car. Oh, it's a really dangerous place to lose it. So that's very unfortunate for the Williams of Tankate, losing a position as well. And as we all know that the tire choices for the main race is going to be free, so every driver will have the possibility to choose the tire they want to start on. And Fox Blue is taking the move on Ticket for P3. Really great stuff from the Haas. And Ban is, will he be able to make a move? Ticket picking up a penalty. And Lancey just needs to close in by 2/10. And needs to keep within those 2 seconds of Ticket to grab that P4. But Ban is just sticking right behind Patte. No need to make a big mistake. He's still in P2, picking up 7 points. So just sticking in P2. Tankate picks up another penalty. And Lancey is having troubles with putting his car within the 2 seconds of Ticket. So Ticket will remain in P4. Pattevol keeps pole position in front of Ben. Fox Blue in P3. Ticket in P4. Lancey will be starting in P5. And right there we have Quistro in 6, also on the 3rd row. 1 place improvement. And look at Swifty Ryan, the biggest winner today. 8 positions in the sprint quali, which is a really impressive result from the Alfa Romeo. So we're making ourselves up for an amazing race around the Imola circuit. We have 32 laps to race on. And the drivers are free to choose which tire they're going to start on. So really good to see this close grid. And yes, of course he is the driver of the day. In the sprint quali is Swifty Ryan. But nevertheless, Pattevol is defending his pole position. And converting his short qualifying pole position to a full pole position in the sprint quali. Pattevol in pole, Ben in 2nd. Fox Blue and Ticket locking up the 2nd row. Lancey and Quistro in 5th and 6th. Owen and Swifty Ryan in 7 and 8. Platmaster Alex finishing off the top 10. Stavrolit in P11, followed by Tankate and Donkey. Both Williams drivers. Donkey has made up some good position after that early spin. So Donkey definitely have some pace here. Felix the Pirate in 14, Critical Damage 15, Sammy Jansen in 16, Quina 17, DTR Brand setting the fastest lap with a 1:14.9, but going to start on P18, so he needs a lot of work to do. Famrod, yeah, that's unfortunate from you that you retire on track, but he will start at the back of the grid. So guys, with this sprint qualifying ending, who are your favorites for the podium? Show me some predictions. How many safety cars do you expect? Who will be the driver to keep an eye on? Of course, Petta and Ben are on a very different level, but we have 32 laps to go. So there are enough places to make easy mistakes. So the focus needs to be there on the drivers. So Patavol is now going to set the grid for the feature race. And yeah, just everyone who is watching, just let me know who will be your favorites for today. That's going to be, put some interaction in the chat. Thank you, Michael. Hopefully you're doing well after being ill earlier this week and today. So hope you feel better soon, mate. Can't wait to see you racing again on track. So I have a small relaxed moment, so I'll come back to you later. Hello everyone, welcome back to the feature race. It seems like it's going to be a full dry session, a little bit cloudy, but I think we will have no rain upcoming this race. If this is going to be different, let me know in the comments, guys. And the race is starting as soon as possible. Everyone is able to use their setups and choose their strategy. So we will be racing. Of course, the formation lap will be on, so we can go through the grid and see what their strategies will be. Formation lap is on. Let's see the tire choices from all the drivers. A slight chance of rain in the middle, has Brandt been saying to us, so this might shake up a little bit of thing. What's happening to Patter? What's happening to Patter? Oh, Patter has been disqualified, so we will be starting on cold tires. Oh no! Let's head back through the strategy calls. Fox Blue and Quistro in the top 10, only starting on the medium tires. And outside the top 10 we have Critical Damage, Sammy, Brent and Famrod as well starting on the mediums. The rest of the grid is starting on soft. And I think the pit window will open around 12th lap and 13th lap. And Patrick has left the session. Oh no, hopefully his internet is good, because that will shake things up at the start. Drivers need to be very careful, knowing that he is not going to be able to be quick at the start. I'm gonna re-invite him real quick. Oh, an error has occurred, so no evasion I can do. I'm sorry for that, but I'll try again. Oh no, I can't invite anyone. But we have Ben probably throwing his car on the lead. And Paterful has disconnected. So drivers, if you are listening, please be careful of Paterful, because his car will be an AI. But all we are going to race again on the circuit of Imola for round 4 in Division 2 Championship Series. Let's go in, lights off and away we go. Paterful having a really bad start, of course he is. His AI is driving, so please guys watch out. And Ben taking the lead, ticket into P2, and Fox Blue is still in P3, of course he is. And Paterful is losing places after places. And a really good start from Ben. Let's have a look at the position changes at the start. Blackmaster winning 3 positions already, and so is Alex. So a really good start from those drivers. Looking at the front, we have Alex really putting the pressure on Quistro. Quistro is on the medium, so Alex will definitely have the advantage, especially at the start of this race. So he will probably be trying to get past as quick as possible, but he's really struggling. Let's head back to the front where Ticket is putting the pressure on Ben. Will use his ERS to get past. Ben's straight line speed is really quick. Even with the ERS, he is not going to be able to get closer, so he will need the DRS. Blackmaster's getting the move done into turn 1. On Fox Blue, of course, he has the advantage on the tires. So that was a very easy pass. And I'm going to try it again for Petter because I feel so bad for him, and I get an error trying to invite someone. So very unfortunate. And Donkey is in the pits together with Felix. So the bad luck for Donkey continues again. And Ben is creating himself a small gap to Ticket. But Ticket is trying to stick with him on the DRS. And we have someone spinning. It's Gwynner. One of the Red Bulls is off track. Very unfortunate for the Red Bull. And Ben is really looking quick. Especially on the straights. He's flying. But the DRS has been enabled and Ticket already on 40% of DRS. Well, Ben is managing it really well. And some battles ongoing between Owen, also putting the pressure on Quistro, looking for a really good exit, looking to have a go on the outside. But Quistro is keeping himself into that spot, but Owen is looking to have a go on the inside into turn 8 or 9, I think. And now Owen is running a little bit wide. And no penalties for the drivers so far. Through the first time penalty is for 10k. Well, Swifty Ryan is putting the pressure on Alex. We have the front runners having a good battle. Ticket is still within the DRS range of Ben. Within 0.5 of a second. So we will have an Aston Martin versus Mercedes battle as it stands. And look at Owen, really close, going side by side with Quistro, having a lot of overspeed on those soft tires. But Owen needs to get his mirrors working right behind him as well, with Alex definitely pushing him to the limits. Petter, I already tried to invite you for 3 times. I can try it for once more. But an error has occurred. I'm getting that message. So I can't invite anyone. I'm sorry for that, but I already tried it when you already got kicked, so... Oh, and we have someone in the wall. It's Plapmaster losing his entire front wing. Oh, Plap is in the wall. Oh, Plap. Oh, Plap. Oh, Famrod Pride was awake there. And Ticket already picking up a penalty, and Alex is making the move on Quistro as well. So this was a double overtake by the AlphaTauri and the Ferrari. So the front runners are really going away, and look at Swifty Ryan on the inside now of Quistro, having a lot of overspeed compared to Quistro as well. But Quistro on the medium tire is really defending. And running really wide from Swifty Ryan. I'm sorry, Petter, that I can't invite you, but I think I need to rejoin the session if I can invite you, so I have to stop the stream and miss all the battles on track. I'm feeling very sorry for you, because you had the pace to win this. But looking at the Alfa Romeo of Swifty Ryan, picking up the DRS compared to Quistro's, red lights are already flashing at the back of his car. So he's really low on that ERS deployment. He's defending on the inside to Swifty. But Swifty was not able to make the move. Oh, Swifty really took a big risk there. Picking up his first time penalty of the race. And look at Tankate, also picked up a 3 second time penalty. And look at Fox Blue, he is at the back of Lancey on his medium tires. So the pace of Fox Blue on those tires is insane. He is low on the ERS. And Lancey is having a lot more ERS left. But this will be an opportunity for Fox Blue to make the move. Picking up the DRS right now. So this will be an opportunity to close in. But we all know that Fox Blue is going to extend his stint a little bit longer than Lancey. So he doesn't need to take too many risks. But this is a battle we will definitely keep an eye on. Looking further back, we have Tankate and Quistro and Swifty Ryan having a good battle. Tankate having a look on the inside, really late breaking move. And I think that was a really desperate one. Almost impossible to overtake, only when you are side by side. So Tankate has a lot more pace compared to Quistro. And it's getting darker and darker, so the sun is going away. Will there be coming any rain? That could be a possibility. Heading back to Fox Blue and Lancey going on the main straight. Fox Blue is in a really good position. 6/10 away from Lancey. Lancey is still not using any ERS, so the straight line speed of Lancey is paying off. And Alex and Owen getting side by side as well, right behind them. Alex moving up to P5. So Alex's race pace is really good around this track. Winning 5 positions in the race already. Started in P10, now in P. And we have Fanbro Pride losing it. Where did he lose it? And we have the first safety car of this race. And will Donkey be able to overtake the safety car? Yes, he is. And Brent isn't, I think, or he is. Yes, he is. So the safety car is waiting for the leaders. But what will the leaders do? And of course they will make their pit stop. But the lead of Ben is going away now. But what tire will he choose? Because the medium tires, he will need to go for a 2-stop. So this is going to be an interesting one. Ben is continuing. Oh my. This is going to be interesting. And oh, Lancey goes in really late. And so is Fox Blue. And the medium runners, I think they will be happy. Because those mediums are really coming alive. And look at Alex going for the inters already. Oh my, that's a really daring strategy from Alex. He needs to hope for the rain to get in. Alex is taking a gamble. But he will destroy his tires on the... But was it a good gamble? We will find out in a moment of time. And it's not raining at all at the moment, so it's a really big gamble from Alex to go on those inches already. Oh, Alex is out! Alex is out of this. Oh, Alex. Oh, Alex. Oh my. He's in the wall there. Those inches were a bit too early. So heading back at the front. Let's keep an eye on those strategy calls. Oh, it's starting to rain. It's starting to rain. So Alex gamble was not that bad. If it rains, if it starts raining heavy. Oh my. I saw some spatters on track. Look at this. It's starting to rain. So I think it was the right call from the drivers to stay out on track. But will it rain enough? And I think with those few laps behind the safety car, and Brent and Donkey are going for the inches as well. Well, the rain is getting heavier. So a gamble from one of the quickest drivers of this division, going on an inches really early. But the track is too dry at the moment to go for inches. We will keep an eye on the track conditions, because that's really going to be important. When will you pit for? Ben is already really trying to find the grip, looking if he loses grip going on the traction too early. If he loses a lot of grip, then that's the time to pit. But I think looking at the track at the moment, it's going to be too early for the inters. And going for another lap behind the safety car. Was this a good gamble by Brent and Donkey? Or is the rain just light to stay on slicks? Yes, the rain is getting heavier, and we will definitely see some interesting things ongoing. Yeah, and of course Donkey and Brand have nothing to lose, so they're already outside the top 10, so a gamble would definitely shake things up for them if it works out. Interesting calls from all the drivers. Lancy pitting for fresh, slick tires. Donkey and Brand doing the opposite, choosing for inters really early. And not only Lancy, Fox Blue has also pitted for the soft tires. But if the rain is not heavy enough, then the slick tire of Lancy will probably make it till the end. Oh my, this is going to be so interesting. And the safety car will be in this lap, so we are preparing ourselves to get racing again. How will the inters work on such a dry track? And I think this was not the right call. At least for the moment, for the time being. So we are following our leader, and I think the competitor to win this race, it's Ben. When will he go? He is still shaking, and he is already going. And what a good restart from Ben. And Ticket is also pretty alive there after that restart. Owen into P3 when the rain is falling on the track right now. When will the degradation drop? When will it be hot for the slick runners? Lance is on those fresh medium tires, losing a position to Fox Blue. Lancey braking really late. Fox Blue not taking too many risks. And well, when will the Inter starts to work? And Brent is losing a lot of positions already. And of course he is. He is on the Inters who are not working at the moment. Oh, the AI of Petter is making some troubles. And the track is getting wet and wet now. Look at the track. It's getting more wet, so those Inters are going to work after a few laps. So Donkey just needs to stay. But Staff on right behind him has some overspeed. So we're going to keep an interesting fight between him and Staff. Which tire will be the tire to be on? And Staff is definitely trying to make a move on Donkey. Donkey's red lights are... He's saving up ERS. Oh, and we have Quistro losing it. So the tire is definitely getting wetter. And Donkey, look at Donkey. He's closing in too. Sammy as well. Oh, needs to avoid that collision. So those Inters are starting to work. And the Donkey is choosing to have a go. But no improvement. Oh, look at Staff. Staff is already right behind. So Donkey is losing another position. It's quite equal now on the tires. But if the rain gets heavier. And we have someone in the wall. It's Swifty Ryan and Bloodmaster. Oh! Oh my goodness. And another safety car. So this will be a free pit stop for the leaders, for Inters. Oh, the gamble of... Oh, Brendan! Oh my goodness! 4 drivers. 4 drivers who have not finished the race. Oh my goodness. Brent, the championship leader, not scoring points again. Oh my. Start making their pit stops. But this will allow Donkey Down to go into the lead. And Ben is switching to mediums. What the hell is happening? Well, everyone is switching to medium tire, intermediates. He is switching to the mediums. And he's gambling that the rain will stop. In a few laps of time. Opposite strategies from all the drivers. And yes, but that was a really big crash. And I think very unfortunate for Brent. He was collecting the drivers who have spun and DNF'd on track. I think the Inter tire is the tire to be on. And I'm not sure if this is the right choice from Ben. So Petter, your main rival, has DNF from the race as well. So when you are unlucky, your main rival is unlucky again. Not scoring points after the second row in a week. And this will allow that we have 13 drivers left in this race. So It's a really exciting race so far. And I'm really curious how long Ben will be able to keep up with the Interrunners. Because it's still raining, Ben. I'm not sure if you made the right choice. Oh, Donkey is going wide. It's all about surviving in this race so far. The second safety car of this race already. 6 drivers already not being able to finish the race, so another spectacular race in this division, as we've seen that in Australia as well. So it's just amazing to commentate on this division because it's so close. There's always coming surprises. With DTR Brand not even scoring points in the last 2 races when he is just cruising at the front in the championship lead. He has the pace to dominate the field. So in this division everything can happen. You just need to keep your car alive and stay out of trouble. But yeah, I'm still really excited to see how those medium tires will work against the Intis of the other drivers. But it's still raining and Ben is definitely going to struggle on those slicks. Really curious what he can do. And yes, Brent, I know you couldn't do anything about it. I'm not saying you could do anything about it. It's just like everything can happen in this division. It was probably very unlucky from you, Brent, so I didn't caught it on stream, but I think you have collided with Blackmaster or one of the other drivers who have DNF'd, so that's really bad luck from you. Because if you have survived, I think you will be at least in P2, right behind Donkey, after that early stop on the Intis. So I'm feeling sorry for you as well. But still, Brent, you're still my favorite for the title, so just focus on the next race and we will see you at the front next week. I'm sure of that. And the safety car is coming in this lap, so we're going to stay on board with Donkey Down on those 5-lap old Intis with one of the slick runners, Ben, right behind him. How will his pace be? And look at Donkey, he has some amazing overspeed on this track. Of course he is. Ben is already struggling a lot. So it was not the right choice from Ben to go for these slick tires, as he's losing places after play. Oh, Ben! Oh no! Guys! What the hell is happening? Oh no, guys! What a big crash! Oh my goodness! Oh my! What a big crash into turn 1. Staff, Ben, Donkey. Oh my goodness. And the AI of Battle is stuck. Holy crap. Donkey Down having a really confident lead, and look at the Williams boys in P1 and in P2. Oh my goodness, what is this race giving us today? Right behind we have Sammy into P4 after that unlucky start. Will he be able to challenge Fox Blue for a podium? Remember, we're only halfway there. And we only have 11 drivers left. And I think we have 10 drivers left with the AI of Patavul. But it's going to be a long race for the rest of the drivers. And Ticket is also losing his entire front wing, and so is Lancy. So they are diving into the pits as well. Oh my god. Oh, and look at the AI of Pata. He's cruising on without a front wing as well. So let's head back to some battles. Sammy Jansen is losing a small amount of pace to Fox Blue. And Ticket and Lancy are already switching to the medium tires. So hopefully the track will be drying up soon, so they can pick up some pace. And Sammy is closing in to Fox Blue. So we're going to stay on board with this battle. It's going to be very hard for him to overtake on this track. And Sammy needs to have a really good exit to at least, I think in these rainy conditions you need to stick 3 tenths behind to pick up that slipstream and to make a move on the main straight. Fox Blue using a lot of ERS to defend from Sammy, but no move has been done so far, but Sammy is closing in. And one of the Alpines, I think it's better, he's giving the space to, well, Fox Blue is also closing into Tankade. So we have a really good battle for the podium positions. Oh, a little snap from Sammy, but he kept it on track. And right behind Sammy we have Felix and Quina also being very close. Look at Sammy, he is closing in to Fox Blue. Sammy is feeling very confident in the rain conditions. Of course he is, he's a Dutch driver. And a lot of Dutch drivers are feeling very good in the rain. So look at Sammy, he's closing in to Fox Blue using a lot of ERS on the main straight, closing in. Will we make a move? He's showing himself, but no room for a move. So he needs to wait and for the right moment to get the overtake done. Well, Fox Blue is closing in to Tankade as well. Tankade struggling in the rainy conditions, and the rain has stopped. So when will the time for inters, or when will the time for mediums, or maybe even soft tires kick in? And I think the drivers will choose the soft, because I think the pit window will open in 2 or 3 laps when the track dries up. No rain is been falling, so the track will be drying up in a few laps of time. So will we be the first driver to take the gamble and pit for the slick tires? It's going to be interesting. While Quina is putting the pressure on Felix as well. Look at Sammy, will he make a move already? No, still sticking up right behind. Sammy's pace in the wet is the DRS has been enabled, so Sammy will pick up the DRS, and Fox Blue picked up the DRS to Tankade as well. Will there be a move from Sammy? He is closing in, going on the inside line, and Sammy will go for the move into turn 1, and he has made the move stick. So Sammy moves up to P3 and is looking very confident in the rain conditions. Now his hunt is starting on Tankade. Really strong drive from Sammy, as he had some bad luck in at the start of this race. And Quina and Felix already going out on the soft tires, so they make an early pit stop. But will those tires already be the right choice? We're keeping an eye on Felix, his gap to critical damage 22.8. I don't think it was the right lap to come in, but the track is looking to get drier. And I think it is time to make a pit stop, because Felix has just won 5/10 in those corners. So I think it's time to make a pit stop, guys. Who will be the first one to go into the pits? And I think Donkey is going for his pit stop. Will his teammate follow him? Yes, he will. And Sammy will follow as well. And so is Fox Blue. Sammy right at the back, so really late braking. And will Felix make up enough time to the others? No, he is losing. He's on 19.3, so Donkey will probably be already going out. And where is Felix and Quina? They're not going to be close enough, but I think Felix will jump. Critical damage, so the undercut for P5 has worked for Felix and Lancy. Quina. And Sammy Jansen is now into P2. And Donkey Dan, after that bad luck at the start, and in every session so far, he made the right gamble. Pitting early on those inters under the safety car conditions was a really good gamble by Donkey. As you can see, he's now leading the whole pack with 3.3 seconds. And Quina is right behind Felix. We have 11 laps remaining, 10.5 laps remaining. Sammy is 3.4 seconds away, so he's not gaining a lot of time to Donkey. But look at Quina. Quina is going to make the move on Felix, going for the inside move into turn 1, and he is already in front of Felix. So Quina moves up to P5, and he now is going to chase Tankade. He needs to stay within those 3-second gap, because let's have a look at the penalties. Now he needs to stay within 6 seconds, to be honest, and he's currently within those 6 seconds. So great to see from Tankade. Quina to be in those 6 seconds to Tankade. Tankade is losing a small amount of time to Fox Blue. Quina is even closing in, with Felix right behind as well. So not a lot of close gaps on track at the moment. Oh, Quina gets his first 3-second time penalty, running really wide into the last corner. That's unfortunate, because Felix is right behind, and Felix is currently on a provisional P4 at the moment. Sammy is gaining a small amount of time compared to Donkey, but Donkey's just cruising, I think. But the pace of Sammy is definitely there after a few laps of time. And no penalties for him. And so is no penalties for Donkey. And looking further back, we have Owen putting the pressure on Ticket. Ticket is on the medium tire. And as we Bok and Nell in the Division 1 predictions have predicted a really strange race with a lot of weird podiums. And you can see Division 1 didn't have a lot of weird podiums compared to the drivership standings. But look at this podium. Donkey Dan starting at the back of the field, running from P19 to P1. We've never expected that one to get the win, probably. Sammy Jansen, who had also a really bad start of this race, survived his car during the race, and as it stands, to be honest, you never know, anything can happen, but it seems to be he is in a really good flow. And Fox Blue, who has been consistent all the race as a Division 3 driver, grabbing a podium in a higher division, that's impressive. And Ticket has been overtaken by Owen, has a lower amount of penalties, so he just needs to stick within those 3 seconds to Owen. Well, Fox Blue is... Oh, Sammy, no! No! My goodness, you were in P2, man. And Fox Blue moves up to P2, and a 5-second gap to... Donkey has a 5-second gap to him. Tankade in 6th, 3 and 6-second time penalty. Oh my, Sammy, you're throwing it away, as I just spoke about it. Unfortunate. Well, Ticket is closing in to, oh, a really big snap from Tankade. And Fox Blue is looking very quick and consistent. And he's pushing and pushing with a few laps remaining now. Donkey Down now crossing the line, now 6 laps remaining in a very confident lead. So let's give the leader some stream time. Switching back to 4th and 5th, really short shifting from Donkey. Not taking too many risks. Keeping it in. He's really downgrading those shifts. Really good pace from Donkey. He's shown it in the sprint quali with a really fast lap in free air, so he definitely has the pace. And you can see he started at P19. No, at least I think he started in P13, but he qualified in a short quali in P19, so he did a last to first basically. And looking at the current standings, let's see, how will it be? after the race finish of Donkey. Donkey currently sitting in P11 in the championship standings. Only his best result was a 6th place. And he's only in 14 points. So this will definitely help him to gain some good points to the leaders. Where of course Pettervol still picking up points for that sprint quali. And Brand, I don't think Brand has picked up some points, so Pettervol will be 1 point ahead of Brand in the championship standings. But looking at Lancy, Lancy's currently in P10, so he will be only good for 1 point. And the Ben and Ticket are not scoring a lot of points as well. Of course, Ben has scored 7 points in the sprint quali, so he will get 32 points. But it's still going to be close in this championship. It's not like one of the drivers are flying away with it. And Donkey is losing a small amount of time to Fox Blue. Fox Blue is pace is, of course, he's using a lot of ERS now. And Owen picks up another time penalty. But this man is showing that he is improving a lot this season. Fox Blue has managed to get a best result of P5 currently. His best finish was in Bahrain in Division 2. And now this will be his first podium, if he doesn't make too many mistakes. And I don't think he will, because he is in his zone. And that's really impressive from a driver from in a lower tier. And Donkey now will grab his first podium as well, and so will Tankade. Tankade currently in P16. His best finish was a P8. But he needs to really push himself to create himself that gap to Quina, because Quina is still within those 3 seconds. So virtually we have Quina on the podium, and I think that will be Quina's first points of the season, and a very good result from the Red Bull team. So let's head back to the leader of the race. Really confident on the pace today. Really good on the strategy. And Lancy goes into the pit lane, picking up another time penalty of 5 seconds. He's probably going for the fastest lap to snatch it away. And Ticket picks up another penalty. 6 seconds already. And heading into the last final laps. 2 laps to go. Tankade picking up another penalty. So Quina just needs to keep within the 6 seconds. So the podium will be very close for the Red Bull driver. Oh, Quina gets another penalty as well. Oh, now he needs to focus on staying in the 3 second time gap as well. Oh my. It's going to be very close. While we follow the leader. Having 1 lap to go after this one. And no mistakes at the start finish, please. As that broke my heart at the end of last week, so. And look at Fox Blue, he is so much closing in. Awesome job by Fox Blue as well. This will mean if Donkey grabs a penalty in the final lap, then Fox Blue will even take the win. So we're going to stay on board with the possible championship, possible winner of this race. A lot of things happened. A very messy race. A messy weather. But we all know who made the right choices in the race, where I think everything is the most important part to get your strategy right. And that's going to be Donkey. But this is a very tricky part of the circuit to not get a penalty. But Donkey is keeping it within the track limits and not making too many mistakes. And look at Fox Blue. Fox Blue is closing it, and Owen is losing it in the penultimate, in his last lap of the race. But your race leader is going to be Donkey Dan, going to get this win on the Imola circuit. What a race by him, taking the win. And look at Fox Blue, P2. What an amazing race by him. Quina finishing on the podium. A really great result from the Red Bull drivers. His first points of the season. And what a great way to finish your first points. Tankade is finishing in fourth. So the Williams team is back in the Constructors' Championship. Felix Lepowered into P5. Critical damage in 6. Sammy Jansen was on a course for a podium, but made a mistake which costed him a podium, into P7. And Ticket is going to finish in P8. Lancy is going to finish in, I'm not sure if he will finish in P10 or P9. I think he will finish in P10, but he have set the fastest lap, and Ticket is going to cross the line now and sets the fastest lap. Ticket was able to set the fastest lap in the last lap he did. Quina is your driver of the day. A really stunning race by him, kept it clean, and really deserved that podium with that consistency. But your winner is Donkey, and he is putting his hands up and really showing why he got the win. Congrats to him. He's back for the fight in the driver championship, but also in the constructor championship. So a really great race to watch, and thank you all for watching this race. Let's go through the final standings with only 10 finishes. Donkey Down taking the win, Fox Blue in 2. Quina, first points of the season, great result from him in P3. Tankade in P4, Felix in 5th. Critical damage 6, Sammy Jansen 7. Ticket in 8, Owen in 9, and Lancy finishing off the top 10. So thank you for watching, and we will have a cracking race. Make it 3 in a row next week. Thank you. Bye bye.